I sent the request. Hopefully that'll work because I didn't see yours pop up for some reason. Oh, amazing.
Hi.
Hi, how are
I
you?
don't know why that was happening. That was so weird.
All good. I mean, tech difficulties, I feel like we're all used to now in this state.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, you look amazing as always.
Thank you. So do you.
So I'm super excited to be chatting with you. I mean, I'm a big fan. I'm loving watching your character Jillian blossom this season on Grownish. And she's
Thank
little,
you. Thank you so much.
yeah, it's awesome. So yeah, I guess let's just kick it off and get right into it. I mean, how are you feeling? How are you doing? How are you feeling your time lately? Like, how are you adjusting to this,
Um,
crazy?
yeah, I feel like I'm just trying to stay busy, but not like push myself overly like too much and force anything. We are still in a pandemic, that's still very real. So, I'm just trying to, do what I can in this time right now, just like everyone else. But, just taking it day by day.
Yeah, as you should, as you should. Good to hear. I'm glad you're doing well. And so let's get into, so you're the first celebrity ambassador of Black Opal, which is so exciting. Um, will you tell, for those that don't know, a little bit about Black Opal and also what excited you about this opportunity?
Yeah, so Black Opal is a makeup brand, also skincare brand as well now, and they have been around for a very long time. I started using Black Opal when I was 16 years old. So it was like one of the first foundations that I've found where, they had my color, they had my contour color, like, just everything was there and very affordable. Like I was 16, so I had to go in CVS and try to figure it out. So
Yeah,
yeah, they were there. And so it's just really cool for it to, become this whole full circle moment. And now I'm the face of it, which is really, really awesome. And I'm honored. And,
yeah,
it is Black owned and by two women as well. So it's just really cool to be a part and be involved in it as well as much on the creative side. So I really love that too. So it's been really cool. I'm happy.
amazing. Yeah, it's such a great brand. I love the foundation and
Yeah.
like it just feels like butter on the skin. Like so
Yes.
and yeah, like you said, they've always supported women of color and Black women specifically, and having our shades and like not having to mix your shade is like so
Yeah.
fair to.
They like literally like their foundation sticks. It's just so many colors
Yeah,
that it's almost hard to find your shade in a way because there's so many like in between. Like
right.
they have like all the tones and everything. So it's definitely just like fun, like having all these colors to play around with. It's
Yes,
cool.
yes, absolutely. And off of that, what are some of your favorite? I mean, I know you mentioned the foundation, but do you have other favorites that you love?
Yeah, so they have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, and I'm a very like natural eyeshadow girl. Like I try to dip into the colors, but I try to like take my time with that because I'm not the best at it yet. But it's really nice to have like a variety of stuff, and they have a palette called the Iconic palette. It's right next to me because it's a lot of names to remember.
So,
But it has like a lot of like burgundies and browns and matte colors and also shimmery colors. And
yeah,
it's just perfect for like, that natural everyday look. And then if you want to go a little heavier on it, you can. But they have a lot of really great eyeshadows. And they also have a lip oil, which I'm wearing right now,
okay.
which is very moisturizing and it's not sticky.
Mhm.
So I wouldn't even really call it a gloss. It really is like a lip oil because it's moisturizing my lips as well.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
think that's more so on like their skincare side. So, it's nice that it's really doing something healthy to them too.
yeah, absolutely. Yes. Glossy lips are like the way to go, and I love a natural eyeshadow too. So love that. Um,
Yes.
yeah. And what would you say, like, okay, actually, someone asked about your blush. that you're wearing now?
My blush I'm wearing right now, I'm actually not even sure. It's Black Opal, but I'm not sure of the color right
Okay,
now. My makeup artist did my face today, not me.
got it.
But it is Black Opal. And it's like more of like, in the pinky. It's one of those like bright colors
Yeah.
that like really show up nicely on my skin tone, and it's
Hmm.
not like too much like I would think it would be.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really nice, and it just kind of goes on the skin really nice and doesn't feel heavy, which is something that I really hate.
Yeah.
And I try to make sure when I'm looking for makeup brands and stuff that it's not heavy. So
Right. Absolutely. Amen. Well, you look great.
thank you.
Yeah. And I guess what is kind of do you have like a go-to makeup look you do like for your Zoom meetings these days? I feel like I'm always looking for just good inspo because any opportunity to like get dressed up, I'm ready.
Right? It really feels like that, especially now. Like I feel like every Zoom is like a moment for me. I'm like, I'm ready to just be cute right now. But yeah, I have a lot of go-tos, but like I said, I am a very neutral type of person, so it involves a lot of that. A lip pencil that I use that I really like um is on here. I think it's called the Get Lit color.
Ooh.
And yeah, it's really nice and like brown, and then I just kind of blend it with the lip oil that I use,
Hmm.
and it just kind of like looks like my normal lip and kind of like a fake nude in a way.
Yeah, totally.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and so something that I've been trying to pick up during this quarantine is putting on lashes because I am really bad at putting on lashes. Like really, really bad. So I'll either just do like a really nice mascara that Black Opal has as well. And that goes a long way. But I've also been trying to get into putting on my own lash. It's a little hard.
Yeah, I
I've
feel
been
that.
trying.
I haven't really mastered. Yeah,
It's so much harder than we think. But yeah.
I absolutely. And then I'm curious, like, who are some of your biggest beauty inspirations? Like, who did you look up to growing up? I loved your like Lauryn Hill Halloween look. Like, that was
Thank
amazing. So,
you.
yeah,
Thank you.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's definitely a person that literally popped up instantly. Lauryn Hill. I mean, apart from her just being gorgeous, beautiful, not having to do much ever, her
Hmm.
makeup looks were amazing, like in her music videos and performances. So
Yeah.
it was captivating to see like these darker tones on darker skin, like with her lips, they were very like a plummy color
Yeah.
sometimes. She would use like the browns in the eyeshadow, and it would just complement so well on her skin, and so it would just look great. So that's one person.
Hmm.
Another person I love is Naomi.
Yeah.
Um, she's just great, and and now even now her makeup looks are just so effortless and timeless, and that's just how she's been. It just doesn't she doesn't have to try ever, but she just looks amazing all the time. So that's another person as well.
Yes. Love all of those amazing, amazing women. And then, yeah, so your skin is always glowing, as we see in the comments. Everybody's saying that. Do you have like skincare favorites or skincare secrets that you swear by?
Ooh, um, there's a couple. So I think one of the best things for me is like making sure I have a routine that doesn't involve a lot of steps and products,
Yeah.
because every time I go like crazy and I start trying new things, which you can do, but
Yeah.
I've done it and then I start just going a little overboard and my skin is just like screaming and mad at me. So, yeah, I just try to keep it minimal. Even when I try new stuff, like Black Opal has this great pigment bar, which is really great for like dark spots and hyperpigmentation, and
Yeah.
works really great with that. They also have a serum that's really nice to put on before your makeup because it just helps. I mean, we all know that putting on a great skincare routine first before makeup is just great. But another thing that I really like using is a Mario Badescu spot treatment. And
Ooh.
I pretty much go to sleep with dots on my face every night.
Hmm.
Like I'm always like seeing if I see a pimple and then just putting it right on the spot. So
Nice.
that's one of my secrets for sure. And you know, sunscreen is a huge, huge thing as well. And I literally put sunscreen on in the day and at night. It just helps, and I've seen like a huge difference with my skin as soon as I started wearing sunscreen. I think we have this like wrong thing about what we think about sunscreen and who needs to use it. We all definitely need to use it. So that's a big thing for me too.
Yeah, that's great. No, I'm glad you said that about sunscreen because I feel like in our community, the Black community especially, we have, yeah, like you said, this myth that we don't need to
We
use it.
don't need it. Yeah. And it's like,
But
yo, no, that's not true at all.
and yeah, from skin cancer and all these different things to protect yourself. So I'm glad you said that. Um,
Yes.
and then yeah, pivoting a little bit into hair. What was your hair journey like? Did you experiment with styles growing up, or kind of, did you always love it? What was your journey there?
It was kind of, I don't know. I feel like when I think about when I was younger, I always wanted to have my hair straightened. Like
Mm,
I remember like begging my mom, could I have it straightened and pressed out for the first time? Like I just really, really wanted that. So I remember that time where I just went through a period where it was just like straight all the
yeah.
time. Luckily during that time though, my hair was still pretty healthy because whenever I would wet it, you know, my hair would get really big and curly. And I took that time for granted because, you know, working in the business and being on sets, your hair is getting super, super damaged. And that definitely happened to me. I
Hmm.
definitely like took a loss when it came to my hair and the health of it. Like the first season of Star that I did,
Hmm.
um, my hair was great, and then it got heat on it every single day, and it just kind of like dwindled away as time went on. And I'm laughing, but I'm really hurt. But no, I'm fine now because I've gotten to a place where it's like way healthier. But I definitely, you know, I had to do like a big chop at a certain point, you know, to get it back on track and get it to a, you know, healthier place. But yeah,
Right.
it's been a journey. I feel like I didn't really appreciate my curls and how big my hair got till like later on.
Yeah.
Um, and now I'm just like, oh, I wish I took that time when I was younger to like really, you know, wear it, rock it, be
Yeah.
comfortable with it. But you know, it's cool. We all go through our things, and I'm just glad I'm at this place I'm at now. And I obviously really love experimenting with my hair, and I really see the beauty in wigs. And I
Oh,
think protective styles are really, really great, but just make sure you still take care of your hair under all of that, I would say.
yeah.
So,
Yeah. And I can relate so much to that journey. Like I had really bad heat damage growing up. So yes, super take care of your hair, nourish it. Uh,
it's so real.
yeah, and like, what would you say are some of your favorite styles to rock these days? I feel like you always have a great, like, sleek look going on, which I love.
Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite looks. I just love doing a nice, like, clean, straight look, whether it be like a middle part, side part. I also, during quarantine, honestly, I've been doing like a lot of like bun looks because my natural hair, I haven't been putting heat in it
Right.
because where am I going? Like,
Yeah.
where am I going? So I haven't really been doing too much with it, but you know, wearing it in my bun is always like something that's just super easy and nice for me and still sleek in a way too. So I love like doing different things with that. And I feel like I have been really into waves, like these nice, like
Hmm.
beachy type of like waves. It's like effortless bedhead look ish in a way.
Yeah.
That's been really fun too. Another look that I really love, which is something that Jillian rocks on
Yeah.
Grownish, is braids, man. Braids are so, so cute. And I really, really love the way that my hairstylist does my braids. She specifically just does my braids, and she's like the best at it. And it's kind of like this bohemian braid look, which I really love. And
Yeah,
it just is so easy. And I wish I could keep braids in forever, but I get like bored and then I want to try something else. And then I'm like, okay, well, I'll go back to this at another time. But yeah, I just love playing around with it. But I think those are like my favorites.
yes, I love all of those. Yeah, I'm loving, I mean, the hair on Grownish in general is always like so great. So,
It's bomb. Like everyone's hair always looks so good. So good.
inspo for me there. But actually, who's your hairstylist?
So I have a, I have a few. I have a few dares. Darnell Davis is who did my hair today. He's been rocking with me for a very long time. So shout out to him.
Mhm.
Um, he's in the background right now, loving it. So yeah, but I have other people that I use too. Cheyenne is who does my braids, and she's probably gonna be mad that I'm shouting her out. But
Oh,
shout out to her. She kills it and she knows it. But yeah, but I also work with other people sometimes too. And yeah, it's fun to like explore and have people that want to explore with you and give their ideas. And
yeah.
it's always just a really fun process. This is one of the best parts of everything. You know, the glam process is really, really
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, that transformation is just so fun always. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and then what would you say is one of your biggest beauty mistakes? I feel like I like cut bangs when I was little and like
Oh
tried
my God.
to brows and like a whole mess. So I'm always curious.
I feel like I have a few.
Yeah,
Oh man. Well, one, since you mentioned bangs, I remember it wasn't really a mistake, but I remember begging my mom for like these side bangs because I low key wanted bangs, but I knew she wasn't going to go all the way for it.
right.
So I had her do side bangs, and I literally regret it to this day because now I have like uneven hair, like in the front. Like my
Yeah.
hair doesn't go all the way to where every other strand goes.
Hmm.
That's really annoying. And then I feel like I have a lot of like red carpet mess ups with my makeup. Like when I didn't have like my staple makeup artist, it
Right.
was like really trial and error. And man, I mean, the concealer would be way too light.
Uh,
Blending would not be on. It was really bad. That was a time, and I feel like I just wish those pictures could never see the light of day, but they're out there somewhere.
yeah, you are amazing in my opinion, and like you live and learn,
Thank you.
all that comes.
Yes.
So I mean, I think it's also good when people, the listeners are hearing, and everybody has a journey, and
Yeah, like you have to go through that time where it's just a little rough, you know? Like it's okay. You'll get out of it. You'll get out of it at some point.
exactly, and then you appreciate those good times so much more.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so yeah, off of that, what has been like your biggest beauty lesson or confidence lesson that you would want to share?
Um, Biggest lesson. I mean, I think, beauty in general and glam, I feel like we sort of, it's easy to just steer away from what we look like underneath it all. And I feel like sometimes we can get a little blinded by, all the makeup and the glam and hair and all that. And I feel like, I obviously love all those things. And, I really am somebody who loves to have fun with it and, do what makes you comfortable, what makes you happy, but just make sure you're also comfortable with you waking up on a normal day like natural, just really try to be comfortable in your skin because that's going to matter, and I feel like it's also healthy to be able to take a break from it all
Hmm.
and not have to do it for yourself, not because you feel like you have to or people are watching or people are going to judge what you look like, so I feel like that's something that we all kind of have to find as we grow and figure out what is comfort for us and ourselves. So I
Yeah.
feel like that's definitely something for me I had to learn.
Yeah, definitely. That's so important. And yeah, finding that self-confidence and self-love, I think is key.
Yeah, for
Uh,
sure.
yeah. And what are like, we're in a time of isolation. Speaking of self-love, like I feel like that's even more important now. And what are
Yeah.
that you're doing, like wellness wise, or things you do for yourself when you feel stressed or down to kind of, lift yourself up?
I mean, it's tricky because I feel like I've just been taking it day by day, like I said, and it's finding different things to do and to help you. I think one of the biggest parts, for me, and I've been blessed to say that I've had people around me. A big part of quarantine, I was with my family, with my parents, my brother, and friends around me. So not everyone can say that. And I feel like that's a really important part to get through all of this is, not being alone. And,
Right.
those times where you have to be alone, it's nice to be able to, talk to someone and call someone and be
Hmm.
able to, just like let out all of the anxiety, all the weirdness that you feel. Like it's really, really important. And to just take time away. One of the things too I've been having during quarantine is a therapist, and
Nice.
that's been something for me that, has been really helping a lot. And, it's a weird time right now, and I feel like this isn't normal for any of us. None
Yeah.
of us have really gone through this. And, if we need a little help, that's okay.
Right.
And it's really important to just figure out what you need. And those are some of the things that I feel like have helped
Yeah.
me. So,
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, therapy, I'm a huge, like, stand for therapy.
yes, same.
Such a great resource, and I'm glad you mentioned that. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. And then, yeah, so I mean, it's Black History Month. Um, yeah, like what does the month mean to you? I mean, for me, Black History Month is every day.
Every day, year round.
Is there anything you're doing special to, celebrate, or, how are you feeling this month in general?
I mean, to be honest, I haven't really thought about what exactly I'm going to do. But this month is always exciting because I feel like not only do we have this opportunity, to educate and highlight certain things to people, but also like educate ourselves with a lot of things too, and find out new things and new ways to celebrate. And I feel like, during this whole past year, it's been a huge thing, obviously, that's been pushed to the forefront to support Black-owned businesses and
Right.
Black brands. And that's something that I've always felt that I wanted to do and have done, and now it's just being brought into the light even more. And I love that, and I think that that's something that we're definitely all doing even
Right.
more this month as well. And I just feel really proud too that you obviously see a lot of brands have definitely like turned into understanding the importance of that. And I think that that's really, really a cool thing and really a shift
Yeah.
for the industry and a lot of industries. So
Def-
that's really great. And I mean, like you said, like Black history is like year round. And so
right.
I feel like this month should be longer, as we all know. But yeah, no, it's really cool to just have this moment to celebrate each other, uplift each other, and hopefully we just continue to do that and throughout the whole year as well. So
Yeah. Yes, I love that. Amen to all of that. And yeah, I know I often think like, how did we get the shortest month? But it don't
like
matter.
like who said that? No.
But yeah, it's every day for us, so it's okay. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Um, and then yeah, so you do so many things and so many things so well, and I'm super inspired by women and people that just embrace multiple passions. Like you sing, you act, you dance, you model, like you're killing it. And I'm
Thank
curious
you.
what advice is to anybody, wanting to pursue similar paths, or anyone who might not have the confidence to do it all. Like, what would you say to them?
I think one of the I don't know, biggest things that I always try to bring up when I'm giving advice for this industry or just in general of just like trying to reach what you feel like might not be possible, is just to really go for it and understand that it's going to be a marathon. It's going to be a journey, and you're
Yeah.
going to need patience with yourself. Don't let time rush you, and that's something that I'm still learning myself. Just feeling like you're running out of time, and you get older, and and it feels like everybody's doing stuff when they're like 6 years old, and you're just like, what am I doing? So
Yeah.
I feel like it's never too late. And I feel like if we get that part out of our brains too, then, it's a lot of things that can become possible. And we learn so much and we grow so much over the years. And, we make a lot of mistakes, but they're all for a reason. And they're all to, just make you learn things and understand what mistakes not to continue to make, and maybe help others along the way. So I
Yeah.
would just say try to trust the process. Try to trust the process and trust yourself within that too. And it's gonna be tough. You're gonna have times where you want to just like say, "Yo, I'm done with this," but just try to really, really keep going. And hopefully, you have people in your life as well that can kind of encourage you through those dark times that you will probably face. But yeah, it gets better, and there's no wrong
Hmm.
path. It's just like your path, and
Right.
it doesn't look like everyone else's. So I think that that's one thing that I also had to just remember all the time too. I think we compare ourselves a lot in this social media era,
Mm.
and it's important to know your path is yours. So
Yeah, that's beautiful. I love that. I mean, I love the idea of it's a marathon, not a sprint. Like, pace
yeah,
yourself, slow
yes.
your time, and yeah, don't compare. I'm like taking mental notes.
Yeah, real. And we like say stuff all the time and give advice all the time, but we're also learning ourselves and having to take that advice too. So yeah,
Yeah,
it takes time. That's okay.
yeah, absolutely. Well, I feel like that is a beautiful note to leave off on. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
it's a good time to ask if there's anything else you're excited about that you're working on that you want to share.
I mean, I'm always working on my music, and obviously this last year has like put a lot of things on pause, but I'm glad that things are picking back up again, as well as filming Flint Strong, the movie that I was supposed to film last year, but COVID kind of stopped it.
Right.
We're gonna be picking that back up this year too. So, and there's a
Cool.
lot of other things that I'm excited to hopefully announce sooner than later. But yeah, no, I'm just excited for the year, hopefully coming back to a little bit of something normal, as normal as it can get in
Right.
2021.
Definitely. Yes. Well, we're always excited. I'm always in your corner.
Thank you. Thank you so, so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for your time, and thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope this added a little joy and, you know, livelihood to your quarantine
Yeah.
time. So, thanks again, and yeah, thank you so much.
Bye, guys. See you. Thank you so much. See you guys.
Uh, all right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I had a good time. I hope you did too. And yeah, have a great rest of the week. And I'll be back with more lives this month. So stay tuned.